How's everybody's Thursday morning going? Scott, good morning. Oh, I need to top off my coffee. Maybe I'll make it. Thursday morning live. Welcome everybody in. Even the peasants are allowed in today. Ryan, good morning. We got the big drawing tonight. Very excited about that. Somebody wins that 20-gallon copper Stilco tonight. I'm psyched about it. Joe, good morning. Got a message from Zach this morning saying he's not going to be here till after the live stream, so you're just stuck with me, guys. Robert, good morning. Yeah, tonight's going to be a lot of fun. Hey, Rusty Reaper, good morning. Welcome to the morning rise and shine. My numbers say there's one person in here. I think that number must be wrong. Oh, there it goes. It changed to 11. Ryan says, my beginner's bourbon mash has finally finished fermenting, waiting a few days before I remove the grain. Hurry up and wait. Yeah, name of the game, hurry up and wait. GTD, good morning. Raining on you, is it? Iowa Free Thinker, good to see you, good morning. How many people in the live right now are not channel members? Give me a thumbs up. Let me see you. Stuart, good morning. Good to see you in here. Send some rain. We've had plenty of rain this year. We don't really need rain. I guess I could show you guys, for those of you, Yancy, good to see you. Those of you not normally around, this still right here, it's a 20-gallon still from Copper Stilco. And we are giving one of those away tonight in the live stream. Pretty excited about that. 20-gallon distiller set, copper distiller set from Copper Stilco. Adam, one of the great builders in the country. I'm a subscriber, but I don't think I'm a member. Rusty, you are not. Your name is gray. All the members have green names, just so you notice. They also have the little still in the clear badge next to their name. Oh, who is that with the gifted? Scott Bryant with the gifted membership. Who did you get? Boom. You got Boom. Welcome to the club, man. There's another gifted membership. Who is that? Inventive Machinist. Good morning. Waiting for ferment. Waiting on parts. GTD's building a keg. Oh, no. Boom didn't get I'm sorry. Iron Cauldron got the subscription. And then Ryan McMillan with 5 Still in the Clear gifted memberships. And that is an entry into the still drawing tonight. You nailed Chili Dog, Willie J., Brian Aycock. Rick, good morning. Jared Rogers and Danny Rebel 33, welcome. Huck with another 5 gifted memberships. And that is another entry into the 20-gallon still drawing tonight. Got Eric Flowers and Colt 45, Steve's DIY Projects, Mr. Ordinary, and Quantum Resin. Oh, nice. You nailed Quantum Resin. They jump in the live every now and then. Collector Rick with the 5 gifted memberships and another entry into the steel drawing tonight. The Keen Ginger, Rabib Coyote, Cast Blast Camp, Kevin, can't read the last name, William Guess. Peter, good morning. Good morning, Mike. Glad to see they caught the Devil Den Killer. Yeah, that was pretty wild. They had too much information on that fella. I didn't think that they were going to get away. Inventive Machinist with 5 gifted memberships and another entry into the drawing. Let's see. Brain Fart, good morning. Disney Up got an entry, or not an entry, a gifted membership. Igor R. See you later, Rusty. GTD with another 5 gifted memberships and an entry. So for those of you that are in the chat right now and you don't know what's going on, people doing all these gifted memberships, and I keep saying that's an entry. We are giving away a 20-gallon copper still tonight. It's made by Adam Burgess over at copperstillco.com. Go check them out. Great stuff. And yeah, we're giving it away. It's like a $2,000 still, and someone wins it tonight. We've been drawing names all month, and there's going to end up being 20 names on the wheel, and it's going to be an elimination wheel. And the last shiner standing wins the still. TC, good morning. Scott, good morning. For those of you that don't know how to entry, it's pretty simple. You just go over to stillintheclear.com, make any purchase on the website, and that's an automatic entry. If you order if you order grains or a recipe kit, that's a double entry. And if you give a $9.99 super chat, that's an entry. And if you gift 5 memberships like Flatland just did, that is also a entry. There it is. That got boomed that time. Rusty Reaper already left and just got a gifted membership. Wow. Charles Sizemore. Garth, good morning. Gonna give Miss Winsong's key lime recipe a go today. Looking forward to tasting. Yeah, it's amazing. You're gonna love it. Gordon Shinerman, good morning. A lot of gifted memberships this morning. Getting those last minute entries in. We will be accepting entries until 3 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. I'm about to send out another email just to let everybody know this is the last day. And oops, what happened to the internet here? And drawing tonight for that thing. Very exciting. Joe Parks with the $9.99 super chat and an entry into the drawing. My bloody red wheated bourbon is what we're going to be running tonight, and man, it just finished up. I'm not going to be able to get that thing as clear as I want, but I'm going to run it anyway. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's so bad that I'll have a problem with scorching or anything like that. So what would a 300-gallon still cost without the thumper and a worm? Dell, I don't know, but if you go to, I don't even know if he builds 300-gallon steels, but if you go to copperstillco.com, he's got his phone number in the contact information. You can call him. He does custom work all the time. Christopher Bale, you just built one though, bro. That was a rhetorical question or not a real question. Christopher, good morning. Rick says, smoke them if you got them. Wake and bake. Dave, good morning. Hagar with a $20 super chat, and that is 2 entries into the drawing for tonight. Everybody trying to get those last minute entries in. Love it. Somebody gonna win that thing. Mike H says, got a question for you. Does your air steel yield more per gallon than a Beaver 5 or 10-gallon steel? No, first of all, I don't have an air steel, but I know what you're talking about, and I think they come in 1 and 1.8 gallons, I think is how they sell them. That is, what is my mouth? That is not going to have as much of a yield as a 5 or a 10-gallon steel. And that's just basically because of volume. Dale says, I don't need it. I was just wondering because my friend that brought the copper wants me to build him one. Yeah, hell, I don't, yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Dave, thanks for the reminder. I need more corn and wheat. Dave, also, I don't know if you've been in the live since when we made the announcement, but we also have malted red wheat on the website and Triticale on the website. If you want to try any of those two grains, we've got both of those on the website now as of like yesterday or the day before, something like that. Scott says the cold front's coming in for a week in the 80s. Nice. Mashing in my first run tomorrow since May. Been feeling useless. Terry, good morning. We've got 37 people in the live right now. If you would, hit that thumbs up button. Let's see how many people we can get in here. Sweet, can you tell me a little bit about the tritium? Triticale is a hybrid grain. It is a wheat rye hybrid. So they wanted to get the abundance and the flavor profile of the wheat and then the hardiness of the rye. So they mix those two. It's becoming a very popular grain. People are using it a lot. So we decided to start carrying it. I'm just trying to find out what I should charge him. He will bring the copper. I'll just make it. Dale, I don't know, man. It's just up to you. It can range from 0 to sky's the limit. But I'm sure it's going to be, I'm sure a 300-gallon still made by one of the country's builders is going to run well into the multiple thousands. Morning, Frank. Sending something your way for you and Zach. All right, I'm excited to get it. We also might be getting some figs today. Pretty excited about that. Winsong says modified grains. No, it's just, it's not like modified in the sense of like genetically modified. It's like breeding. They were able to breed the two together. This happened back in the, I want to say 50s or 60s over in Europe. I can't remember when. Neil says, partying tonight? Well, we're running the still. We're going to have a good time. We're going to give one away. That's a party. Wade Turner, Crown Vic Racing. Good morning. Glad to see you in here. Rick Moreland, good to see you. Ordered some blue corn on the 24th. No shipping details as of yet. Rick, yours could be one of them that just hasn't gone out yet. Like if you have received the shipping information, that means we purchased the label for the shipping, but sometimes depending on what's going on, that shipping label might sit for a couple of days. So sorry about that. We are a little bit behind right now because of just a lot of orders in the last 10 days or so, and we kind of got buried, but we'll get caught up in the next day or so. Inventive Machinist says $1 billion. Does the Triticale have the spice of rye in its flavor? It does. It's not as strong as a rye, as a straight rye, but it does have some of that spice in it. Yeah, that's a good question, GTD. Asking Dale, how much is your time worth? Just figure out what your time is worth. Take a guess on how long it'll take to build it and multiply the numbers. Bourbon Tribe's in the house. Good morning. Good to see you in here, man. It took me about 36 hours to build mine. Well, there you go. Is your time worth $10 an hour or $50 an hour? And then just, multiply that since he's buying all the material. It does make it pretty easy to do it that way. Does it have the thick and slimy texture that rye typically does? Well, I have not actually used it yet. It's one of the next mashes on the list to be doing. So I don't know, maybe there's someone in here that has already used the Triticale. My guess is it's not gonna be as bad. Scott says, Dale, ask Bruiser at Tiger Shine. He'll tell you. There you go. Wade Turner at Crown Vic Racing says, first run this afternoon. That's awesome, brother. When you say first run, like first run of the year, first run ever, yeah, let me hear it. Love to get new folks into the hobby. That's awesome, Wade. Boom says good morning. You're back? I thought you left, Bubba. Richard, good morning. Rimfire made it. Good morning. Didn't y'all just do a Triticale ferment? No. No, we haven't done one yet. Have I lost my mind? No, we haven't. No, we haven't done one yet. Yeah. Then add 10, 15% on top of your bid. The machinist with a little tip there. Where are you going to ship your merch? When are you going to ship your merch international? Man, we've been working on that a while. That's a tricky setup for us with the way the website is set up and everything. Dale says, thanks for the advice, everyone. Richard's used Triticale. Didn't seem to be as bad as far as slimy goes. There you go, Dave. Ever cracked corn? LOL. Jimmy did. I know Jimmy. I've never cracked corn, but I know Jimmy has. My Wi-Fi's acting up. I'll be here a little till y'all sign off. Awesome. Stack silver, gold, and honey, Rick says. A little investing advice for the future. Wade's first run ever. That is awesome. Of all the things I've lost along the way, I miss my mind the most. And he don't care. That's right, Jimmy didn't care. It's a lot of work. I think I'll tell him, since he's a friend and bought me the copper to build mine, I think I'll do it for $1,000. I think that's a hell of a deal, Dale. Hell of a deal. Great group of people here, always so helpful to others. That is right, Terry. Lots of helpful folks in this community. Love it. For those of you that might be in the live and are unaware, we are giving a 20-gallon copper still made by Copper Still Co. We're giving it away tonight. It's been an ongoing deal all month. We've been drawing names. We're going to draw 5 more names tonight, and then we will have 20 names that we have drawn all through the month of July. We're going to put them on an elimination wheel, and last man standing or gal wins the steal. Somebody is winning it tonight. Scott says, go for it. You have to be a friend to have friends. That's good advice right there. Terry says, Miss Joe for the win. Very likely that Joe's going to win. Can't wait to hear Joe win the steal. Joe has been putting in the work to win the steal, for sure. $41 people in the live right now. If you don't mind, give me a thumbs up there at the bottom of the live, and let's see if we can let YouTube know how much everybody loves this live, and maybe they'll show it to more people. Can I add water before running? Don't think I got quite enough when I cooked the mash. Yeah, you can. Now, I assume you mean before putting it in the still. All that's going to happen is you're going to dilute your alcohol by volume. But you can certainly, like if it's too thick and you need to, now you need to strain that off real well too. I don't know what kind of still you have, but for most stills, what goes into the still needs to be pretty clear. So if it's sludgy or has a lot of particles, you want to clear that out. You can do that with time. Just let it sit and everything kind of falls to the bottom of your barrel. Or you can use a clarifier or a fining agent to do that. I took advantage of Menard's brown bag special when I built my still. 15% off anything that fit in the bag. I had 20 feet of copper and tons of fittings. Man, that's a good way to do it. Do you know when you'll get a chance to get my scales out? Your scales. Brandon, if you're talking about an order and that scales is just a typo, and you ordered something, we'll be caught up with ordering by the end of the week. So it has either gone out or it'll be going out in the next couple of days. Not today, because Thursdays are wild. We hardly ever get any shipping done on Thursdays, but Friday, Saturday we'll be caught up if yours isn't already out. A lot of us are rooting and hoping you do. I think he's talking about Joe. You're welcome, Wade. I know my chances are low, but I am just happy to be on the wheel of death. Yeah, you're already there. Your chances are 1 in 20, man. 1 in 20. Those aren't bad odds. Brendan, triple scale, I order. Oh, scale. Okay, gotcha. All right, I got you, Brandon. Like I said, if it hadn't already gone out, it'll be going out by the end of the week. Yeah, just getting on the wheel is a big deal. Thinking about putting this on a t-shirt. Moonshiners take their time because details matter. Not a bad shirt, my friend. You could just say moonshiners do it slower. Oh. Good luck, Wade. You're only a virgin once. That's right. Popping your moonshine cherry today. Joe. Good morning, Joe. One of the admins over at Moonshine for Beginners has popped in. Good to see you. It's the cheap Beaver still. Yeah, you want to make sure that your wash that goes into the steel is pretty clear. Don't rush that part. If your wash hasn't settled out to be pretty clear yet, don't push it. Don't run it tonight. Just run it tomorrow, Saturday or Sunday or something like that, or whenever the next day that you have a chance to do it. Whoever wins the steel, hope they make a lot of awesome shine through it. Hell yeah. Slave to the ferment. You don't know me runs a modified 13-gallon Weaver. Nice. The only reason I bring up the clarification side of it for you is because you mentioned that it is too thick, which is a good indication that if it's too thick and you've got to add some water, it's probably also not clear enough. It's the only reason I bring it up. Ryan, yep, I burned my last run in my Weaver, but not waiting for it to clear some. I run it slow as well. Yeah, low and slow, especially on those Weavers. They have some small piping and you really just kind of have to. Also, be sure not to fill it if this is your first run. A common mistake is filling it too far to the top, especially with those Weavers because they have the flat lid instead of a domed lid. And so be sure you're giving it some headspace in there. Depending on what your recipe was, But you know, give yourself, what did he say he had? Did he say he had the 8-gallon or the 5-gallon beaver? Let me scroll back here and see. Well, anyway, if you have the 5-gallon beaver, then don't put more than 4 gallons in it. If you have the 8-gallon beaver, 6, 7 gallons, don't fill it all the way to the top. You'll puke the still and ruin your batch. Ryan says add a pat of butter to keep the foam down. That is certainly an option. The gravity's at 0.99 and the liquid is good. All right, awesome. Sounds like it's ready. Use paint strainers for filters. Yeah, it's a 13. Okay, I couldn't remember what you said, if you'd said it all. Yeah, so just make sure, you know, 11, 12 gallons put in there. Run it low and slow. You should be fine, brother. It was your 6-pound recipe? 6-pound recipe. Do you mean the super simple beginner recipe that has 6 pounds of corn and 3 pounds of sweet feed? Stainless hops basket works for a filter. I put my siphon in it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, a lot of times I'll put like a hops bag over the pump or the siphon. Good luck on the run. Post some pictures on the MeWe group. Yeah, that'd be awesome, Wade. If you get some pics, post them over there at the MeWe group, the Moonshine for Beginners. Wade, are you a member of Moonshine for Beginners over there on MeWe? I'm going to have somebody drop a link in here. Winsong or Joe, if you're in here, or I guess anybody can, well, no. Just the moderators can drop links, I think. So Winsong, if you're in here, if you want to drop an invitation link, there it is, Wade. Winsong just dropped an invitation link. That group right there, Moonshine for Beginners over on MeWe.com, I promise you is the best place for a beginner to go to ask questions and get answers. We share pics, we share recipes. It's a great place. A lot of helpful, experienced folks over there. A lot of newbies just like you over there asking questions. So you can feel real comfortable asking any kind of question, even when sometimes you think it might be a dumb question, but there are no dumb questions. Scott, MeWe is an app. Yes. It's kind of a Facebook type app, but they don't track any of your information. They don't show you any ads, and you control everything that's in your feed. There's not an algorithm that tells you what is going to be in your feed. It's a great place. The group we've built over there is amazing. Engine on wife's car is dead. Just dropped off my truck at dealership for transmission. Oh my God, Jason. When it rains, it pours. The only dumb question is the one that's not asked. That's right. Double Barrel Daryl in the house. Good to see you, my man. Jason, he sent me a message, says he wasn't going to be in until after the live, so he's not going to make it this morning. I called my friend. He was going crazy. He said that he thought I would charge at least $3,000. I told him not for him, not for you, bro. We be friends. That's awesome. For those of you who haven't seen yet, that 20-gallon copper still from Copper Still Co. Somebody wins one of those stills tonight in the live stream. Taking entries till 3 p.m. Central Standard Time today. Won't be taking any entries for that still after that. Shane, good to see you. Good morning. Let's order some shit. Yeah. Go over to stillingtheclear.com, hit the shop, go get some of the stuff you're needing, some grains, some tools, some equipment. We got all kinds of stuff over there. Recipe kits. Go grab whatever you're needing. Grab you a hydrometer, grab you a Still in the Clear t-shirt, whatever you want. I leave 2 inches headspace in my Beaver. Well, there you go. Another piece of advice from another Beaver folk. Thanks, guys. Love your videos. Got to go back to work. All right, Wade. Have a good one. He is a true friend. Well, that's awesome, man. Scott, Scott, I'm surprised you weren't already a member. But that's awesome. Glad you're over there. You'll enjoy it. Best moonshiner group on the interwebs, I think. I'm a bit biased. I'm a bit biased, honestly, but I think I'm right. I mean, just because I'm biased doesn't mean I'm wrong. Work gets in the way of the fun stuff. You just got to go find you some fun work, man. That's all. Not into all the social apps. I get it. I mean, I do get it. And I'll tell you, it's not like I intentionally did not build our group on Facebook because I'm not a Facebook fan. I'm over there and I make posts and I do all the stuff on Facebook really for the business and for the YouTube channel. But if I had to build a group on Facebook, I wouldn't have done it. They're just so, but you'll enjoy MeWe. You'll find that the garbage, all the settings are there for you to filter out any kind of crap you don't want to see. There's no algorithm that is pointing stuff at you, forcing you to see shit you don't care about and all that kind of stuff. Neil David with the $9.99 super chat. That is an entry into the drawing tonight. Camp Blast Camp with the custom emojis. Cast Blast Camp, sorry. Our homebrew center orders good for the entry. I may need wine yeast. Yeah. Yeah, I think they are because they all come through the same ordering system. So yeah, it'll get counted. Go grab you some, man. Making shine is where all my money comes from. Man, Dale, I wouldn't be saying that too loudly, my friend. And we don't talk about that option here because we don't want to get in trouble. We don't want anyone to get in trouble. So if that is what you do, just keep that to yourself, my friend. I mean, we all figured it out. You have a 300-gallon still. There are no dummies in here. I keep contacting local distilleries for fun stuff work, but no dice so far. Man, Richard, just keep on. One of them's bound to say yes someday. Got no friends to bug me, only a brother. Life is so good. Cast Blast Camp, one of the new members of the channel, new channel member. In case you didn't know, Cast Blast, somebody gifted you a membership. That's why you have your name in green and the Still in the Clear badge next to your name. It means we do this live stream that I'm doing right now. We do it every morning except Sunday. And but most mornings it's members only. And so just a little extra perk. There are some extra bonuses for being a member. We have words of the day where if you use the word of the day, you get entries into the drawings, different stuff like that. You get some behind the scenes stuff. You get, the members are always kind of up to date on what's going on behind the scenes and stuff like that. We don't talk about that. The man's listening. I go broke on my 6 gallon still. Yeah. Since rye adds bite, will wheat smooth it out? Yeah, wheat does smooth rye out, in my opinion. Now, the Triticale I haven't used, so I haven't got a chance to experiment with that yet. But in other things that I've done, yeah. Got my keg to convert. Is it worth adding a 3 or 4 inch tri clamp instead of 2 inch? Yeah, it's absolutely worth it. First of all, for cleaning purposes, if you're thinking about it for cleaning purposes, go with the 4 inch because you can barely get your hand in a 3 inch hole. In fact, I can't get my hand in a 3 inch hole. Someone with smaller hands, my wife might be able to get it in a 3 inch hole, but then, you're trying to get your arm all the way down to the bottom. So if you're thinking about doing that, 3 or 4, do a 4 inch for sure. And then also you have an option later to do, instead of a 2 inch column, a 3 or 4 inch column, which greatly reduces your run times. So it's absolutely worth it. I don't know if you're fabricating it yourself, and if you're fabricating it yourself and all you're doing is buying the extra tri clamp, we're talking, what, $40? Absolutely worth it. Frito Balden, thanks for the knowledge. Keep shining. You bet. You bet. Dwayne says, yes, Dwayne, yes, sir. Add 10% and roll with it. Don't know. What was I missing on that? Oh, the rye wheat conversation. Hagar's over there looking for Scott's application to the group. Hopefully he didn't think, Neil got you, Winsong says. Expensive hobby. That can be, but you can also do it on the cheap, what my mom used to call the food stamp budget. But you can certainly go wild and spend a ton of money in all kinds of ways, equipment, grains, all kinds of stuff. Rick says support your local beekeeper. I did. Check this out. Well, can't see it. I got me a 5 gallon batch yesterday from old David, local bee guy here. 60 pounds of honey to go in our mead kits that we sell here at the shop. And I was running out of honey, have to make some more mead. I've got a workshop coming up in Chester, Arkansas at the Pawpaw Festival. They asked me back, they always have me come out and do like a how to make mead workshop for folks. And that, for Chester being the tiny little town that it is, there are thousands of people that show up for their festivals when they have stuff. It's pretty awesome. They also, in the spring, they do a homesteading festival, which is pretty awesome. Oh, okay. All right, Winsong. All right. Sorry. I hope Scott didn't think that just clicking that link and joining MeWe was automatic. That doesn't mean you're automatically in the group, right? You still gotta, it's been a while since I've gone through that process. When you use our invitation link and you sign up for MeWe, does that automatically take you to the MFB application page where you answer the questions? I was thinking of making some mead. Yeah, you definitely ought to do it. I think people either really like mead or really don't like mead. It's kind of an either or kind of thing. I really like mead, especially a Piment. Piment is one of my favorite alcohol drinks, and that's real good. Dale says, I need some beehives. Know where I can get some? Dale, if you, There's no doubt some local bee guys in your area. You just find them out and, ask them for sure. You can also get bee stuff online, but you can probably find a local guy that'll help you get going. I guarantee you, if you live in a small town and you go to the local gas station, and just go in there and start asking the old timers that hang out in there in the mornings and stuff like that, somebody knows where there's a bee guy right around you. They have some great little festivals in Chester. Yeah, good people up there, a lot of good people up there. Got some cream honey left? I do have about half of that jar left. I haven't done as many science experiments, even high school. Neil, are you saying like you haven't done so many science experiments since you shining? Like everyone is like a science experiment. How do I get an invitation to the MeWe group? Winsong will probably drop you a link at any moment if she sees that comment from you, Timothy. If you can also scroll up through the comments. I don't know when you join the live, if you can scroll up how far they let you, but she's already dropped invitations there, but she'll probably drop another one. Just give her a second. Wish we could run steels at the antique threshing shows with steam engines and old engines. That would be awesome. There's that link, Timothy. If shine tasted like milk, I'd stay drunk. Ooh, that would be very tough for me also. I love milk. Well, folks, I need to get off here. I just realized I've been running my mouth. I got to get to work, folks. It has been great hanging out with you guys like every morning, at least for the channel members. We hang out every morning, and I will see you guys tonight. Don't forget, Thursday night, live stream, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the YouTube channel. We are giving away the 20-gallon copper still tonight. Somebody wins it tonight. So come hang out with us, have a good time, grab you a drink and hang out with us and see who wins. It could be you. Thanks a lot. See you guys tonight.